what did your biggest takeaway from 14 points down to dominating the team on the road on a hostile environment?
My main takeaways was, being down in the first half. I think it was like 12, 14 points. And then being able to, stay together as a team and be able to come out and have a dominant second half. That was probably one of my biggest takeaways, just our group staying together and being able to, play in a hostile environment.
When you're in moments like that, how do you keep yourself and keep your teammates from kind of going into panic mode, especially in a hostile environment like Mizzou?
It's just something that we preached all offseason, that, this thing is about us, the whole group, and no individual person. So, it was just something that we've been preaching all summer, and I was able to, and some of the other leaders were able to, preach that in the locker room at halftime.
How did it feel to play with the freedom against Missouri that you had? Like, over the past, you seem like you kind of been playing like in a certain type of system, but you just balled out like you normally do.
It felt good. It felt good. Going back to Mizzou, it's a place I played in a couple times. Very comfortable in that environment, even though it was a sold-out crowd. It felt really good. That's one of the main reasons I came to Memphis.
You've dealt with so much adversity over the last year with the injury, and then kind of having a down season last year at Alabama. What did it mean to you to finally get back to the player that you can be in a moment like that?
It felt really good. Even last year, my numbers was a little bit down, but if you go back and watch some of those games towards the end of the season, I had some big games going into the SEC tournament and the NCAA tournament. But to get back to that level this season, it's definitely a great feeling, and I'm looking to build on it.
What do you have to do to maybe stay on that level?
Just keep doing the things that I've been doing, talking to coach, watching film, making sure I'm rehabbing every day so that my health is right going into the games.
For you, is there maybe mindset's the wrong word, motivation, but Penny has given you you haven't had the reins like this before. You went last year, you were splitting time, and I know by the end of the year you were the starter. But how has that changed? Does it make you more comfortable that Penny has basically said this is you, you can be you and you go. We're going to count on you. How does that help or motivate you? What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, coming from your head coach, somebody who's going to have that type of confidence in you. Obviously, you got to have that confidence in yourself first. But knowing I got Coach Penny, kind of giving me the green light to run things that I want to run, things that I see out there. Even though he hasn't been with us, me and his communication has been pretty good. I got to speak to him after the game for a while, and it's been good being able to be on that level with my head coach.
How do you feel after games nowadays physically? I know you said last year, even during some of your brightest performances, you'd be in pain and have to get treatment right away. How did you feel after Mizzou?
I felt really good after Mizzou. I think I got sore a couple of days after the game. Like yesterday, I was a little sore, but right after the game, I felt good, and the following day, I felt pretty good. It reminded me of last year when I helped knock off number one at North Carolina. I think I played the most minutes I played in college. I played like 40-some minutes, and I was pretty sore after that one. But to go to Mizzou and play 34 minutes and to not be sore after, that's a good thing. So,
What's it been like for you? Obviously, Coach Hardway, what he's been able to achieve on the basketball court. A lot of people, that can probably be kind of surreal to have that type of figure as your head coach. What's that like to have those type of conversations with him?
I said it before, I'm going to say it again. That's one of the main reasons I came to Memphis. To be able to go up in his office and just, chop it up for 25, 30 minutes and to ask him what he sees, and for him to ask me what I see, and for him to value my, for him to value my opinion. That means a lot. And, I just don't want to take it for granted. I know a lot of guys come here and they kind of take it for granted, having a coach at his stature, a Hall of Famer. And, I just want to take advantage.
After playing in a big game like that with your teammates going through adversity, what you learn most about, your team, and then going forward, what do you guys have to do to get over the hump to be great?
We definitely, our veteran leadership definitely showed, that was big for me also coming to Memphis. Having guys like Jordan Brown, Caleb Mills, Jaquan Walton, who have, played at a high level at this level. Having those guys in the locker room and then, our younger guys kind of, following our lead. It's been great, and it's something that needs to continue if we want to do what if we want to accomplish the goals that we set out for ourselves.
How do you go about determining when to be aggressive versus getting other players involved? What goes in their rationale when you take over and when you let them go into the flow?
That's honestly something that I've not struggled with, but it's something that I've had to focus on since coming to college and playing with so many elite guys. Last year playing with Brandon Miller, at one point playing with Herb Jones, and playing with so much talent. I kind of just try and let the game come to me. It's just something that I've had since I was a young high school, middle school player. I feel like I've always had a great feel for the game, so I kind of just try and let the game come to me. And when guys get hot, that's when I try and find, if Quan hit 2 threes in a row, and I get in the lane, I'm really looking to hit Quan for a third one. So it's kind of stuff that just I've kind of grown up playing that type of way, and I just look to continue playing that way.
You guys played an excellent second half there, but what do you have to do? What areas specifically do you guys have to be better as a team, better at to go forward and accomplish your goals?
Definitely starting the game. Our starts have been a little slow this year, even with our exhibition games. That's something that we've focused on this week, just having a better start. Because if we go down to Bahamas, I'm not trying to look ahead or anything, because this Alabama State game's our next game. It's our biggest game because it's our next game. I feel like it's something that we've been focusing on, just coming out stronger. Because if we go down to Bahamas and Michigan goes up on us 14, it might be tough to erase that deficit by the end of the game. So that's just something that we've been focusing on all week.
Is it difficult trying to live in the moment and not think ahead when well, hey, look, this team might be really, really good. You're playing a team that you're supposed to beat, and then you got a big trip coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely difficult, but with the veteran guys that we have in the locker room, I think our heads are in the right space right now. Focus on the next game.
Do you like those events, like Bahamas? I don't know, Alabama or Villanova, if you ever went to
Yeah, I've been to
Maui or whatever, but do you like these types of events coming up where you're going to be, no matter who you play, you're going to be playing some big time teams?
It's holiday season, primetime television. I think this is what we live for, so I'm definitely excited.
You've been on teams that have had legitimate chances to win national championships, whether it be Alabama or before that even Villanova. Are there any characteristics of this team that are similar to that? And do you see the pieces here to kind of, have that be the ceiling, so to speak?
Yeah, definitely see some characteristics, that I seen at Villanova and Bama. Just the togetherness. I think the culture that Coach Penny has here of we over me. It's just something that I've sensed in our locker room. Not a lot of selfish guys. Honestly, I don't think we have one selfish guy on this team. Sometimes a guy may get ahead of themselves and, might go 1-on-3 or something, or might miss somebody on an open pass, but I don't think it's on purpose, So, I think our togetherness and, unselfishness.
Last question. Forgive me if you answered this question. I just came in. Your health. Do you feel like you were rusty in the very beginning and like it all came together second half in Missouri?
I felt pretty good going into the game. I know we came out a little bit slow, but health-wise, I felt really good coming in. Coming into our exhibitions and stuff, I had a little bone bruise that I was dealing with before the season started. That kind of kept me sidelined for a little bit, but for the most part, I feel really good right now.